They did it. They actually did it. These cards completely changed the game. These are the all-new Bilt Master card, or rather cards, and they've given us a feature we've been asking for so long. A mirror finish. I'm kidding, jokes aside. The all-new Bilt Master cards, and there's 3 of them, the Blue, the Obsidian, as well as the Palladium, they allow us to finally earn points, not just for rent, but as well as paying our mortgage. There's no cap, there's no transaction fee, which means if you are somebody who currently today lives in a home and you have to pay money to stay in that home every single month, well, you have now just gotten one of the most powerful, powerful tools in your financial tool belt. And I've got these cards here, right here, because you're now finally gonna be rewarded for doing something you have to do every single month, which is paying for housing. So I'm actually here right now at the Bilt launch event in New York City, and what I want to do is give you guys a very high-level overview of the cards, what they look like, how you're actually going to be able to earn points for paying your rent as well as mortgage, and kind of my take on the 3 cards. This is not going to be a deep dive video because the information is coming hard and fast. I'm going to make a more detailed video later in the week. So let's first take a look at the cards. So you've got 3. You've got the Bilt Blue, the Bilt Obsidian, and the Bilt Palladium. The one thing you want to note, or I guess the one thing people are wondering is, are they made of metal? The answer is yes. So now when you flex on your friends for being able to earn points on your rent as well as mortgage, you can still do it with a metal card. And I'm looking at the detail here of the Bilt Blue as well as the Bilt Obsidian card, and there's a little bit of a labyrinth design here, and it's kind of a cool little Easter egg. It's actually the map for where Bilt's offices are located in Lower Manhattan. Though, me personally, I'm gonna gravitate towards the Palladium card. Now, if you guys know nothing about Palladium cards, all you need to know is that in order to get a Palladium card before the Bilt Palladium, you could have gotten it from Chase. You just needed to give them $10 million first. Now, as somebody who doesn't have $10 million or won't have any anytime soon, it's amazing to be able to do it with a card that I think also is better than that Chase Palladium card. In addition, for a very limited time, it's also pulling a playbook out of American Express, and you're gonna be able to get a fully mirrored finish. That, personally, is the one I'm definitely going to jump on. And we'll dive into it later in the video, but the Palladium, I think, is also where most of us are gonna spend the most of our time. I think this card definitely packs the most punch, the most benefit. And by the way, high level, the annual fees. Bilt Blue, $0 annual fee. The Bilt Obsidian, $95, and the Bilt Palladium is $4.95. However, we have been told that all of the cards are actually gonna give you basically your money back and then some. So stick around. So how is this mortgage and rent situation gonna work? So at a very high level, every single card is gonna be able to earn 1 point for every single dollar you spend on rent and mortgage. There's no cap, there's no transaction fee. As a homeowner, I absolutely love that. Now, not gonna lie, it did take me a minute to fully understand the mechanisms of getting those points. However, if I eventually got there, listen, you guys are smart, you're gonna understand it in a snap. So, what you need to understand is, in 2025, launched this thing called Bilt Cash. So it's a currency, and with Bilt Cash, you can redeem it for dollar in kind of the Bilt neighborhood ecosystem. And that would be for things like Lyft, for things like dining, for things like fitness classes. Now, there's a much larger list, I'll put it up on the screen, but you kind of get the gist. In addition, you're gonna be using your Bilt Cash to redeem for those points that you earned from points and mortgages to be deposited into your account. And here's exactly how that looks. So, step 1, you're gonna wanna take your Bilt card, whether it's the Blue, the Obsidian, or the Palladium, and pay for your rent and mortgage. Step 2, you're gonna take your Bilt Cash and you're going to redeem them at a ratio of $3 Bilt Cash for every 100 points that you earned from rent and mortgage to be deposited into your account. Now, the thing with Bilt Cash you want to keep in mind is that is an exchange ratio. So it's not a minimum, meaning if you have $3, great. If you have $1, great. If you have 30 cents, great. You're just gonna get the proportionate number of points deposited into your account. And my favorite feature is you can just go into the app and basically say, hey, however much Bilt Cash I have, just redeem all of that for the available number of Bilt points I have that I've earned from rent and mortgage. Hopefully that made sense. And now we're on to step 3. You earn the points, enjoy them. Bilt points are the most valuable points in the entire ecosystem. I'm talking, hey, listen, next year I'm flying to Japan business class. 50,000 miles is what I need on Japan Airlines. Well, take 50,000 Bilt points, transfer to Japan Airlines, which, by the way, nobody transfers to. Exact same thing with Alaska Airlines, and they also transfers to Hyatt. Now, keep in mind, all the other points you earn from your Bilt card. So these are gonna be points from dining or travel, basically all the non-housing spend points, those are yours to keep from the get-go. You don't have to use the Bilt Cash for anything. That's only specific to the points that you're earning from rent and mortgages. So what's my hot take on this? Honestly, at first, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit confused. And then I thought about it and I'm like, okay, I kind of get the gist of it. I get the Bilt card, I use the Bilt card, I engage in the Bilt Rewards Network, and I get rewarded for paying my mortgage with a credit card. That makes a ton of sense. And even if I don't actually take them up on the redeeming the Bilt Cash for the points, well, I just go back to how life was, which was not getting any points for my mortgage and rent. However, I still get the Bilt points from the travel and the dining and everywhere else. So like my base case is not bad. However, I'm not gonna lie, some people probably might not like this. They are not gonna wanna engage and they might think this kind of sucks. Well, if that's the case, no problem. Nobody is forcing you to have to earn points on mortgage and rent. And so you can just continue paying for your mortgage and rent however you have. And that's that. However, I feel the majority of people watching this video are thinking, oh my gosh, my single largest monthly expense, okay, why not get rewarded for it? And now let's go ahead and talk about those 3 cards so you know exactly how you can be. Now, you're probably wondering, where are you gonna get Bilt Cash? Well, it just so turns out every single Bilt card is going to allow you to earn 4% back on Bilt Cash on every single purchase. Now let's go ahead and talk about at a very high level what these cards entail, and I'll give you kind of my take. The first card we've got is the Bilt Blue. This is their entry-level card, and so it's gonna have a sign-up bonus where you're gonna earn $100 Bilt Cash just for getting approved. From an earnings perspective, this card earns that 4% Bilt Cash on all purchases. It earns 1x for paying your rent and mortgages and 1x on all other purchases. As far as benefits, not a whole ton. There's no foreign transaction fee, which I really like, and you get access to Bilt's transfer partners. Remember earlier that Japan Airlines example? Well, all of the cards get access to it, and all of the cards are earning these valuable Bilt points. So my verdict and recommendations. Personally, this is a good entry-level card. If you cannot stand to pay an annual fee, if you're interested to dip your toes in the water of earning points for your house, earning points for rent, but it leaves a little bit to be desired. I mean, it definitely gets you in the Bilt ecosystem. You start engaging with it, and kind of like the Chase ecosystem, right? You get the freedom and then the 2 sapphires. But with Bilt, I honestly think most people should and are gonna want to jump straight either to the Obsidian or the Palladium. The second card we have is the Bilt Obsidian. This card has a $95 annual fee, a sign-up bonus of $200 Bilt Cash just for getting approved. It will earn 4% as Bilt Cash on all purchases. It will earn 3x on dining or grocery. So you're gonna pick, and if you pick the grocery category, it's gonna be, I believe, $25,000 to spend in that category in the year, and then it goes to 1x. You will earn 2x for all travel, 1x everywhere else, and of course 1x for rent and mortgage payments. In addition, this card has a benefit where you're gonna get $100 in hotel credits every single year, as long as you book hotel through the Bilt travel portal, and that comes as $50 in the first half, $50 in the second half. Now, think about this card. You're telling me I pay $95 for something, but it gives me back $100 in credits. Not only does it pay for itself, I get to pocket $5. Yeah, I mean, if we're thinking mid-tier, you know, you want to get some points for the rent, for the mortgage, a little travel, a little dining, a little grocery, this is the card. But if you like this card, you're going to love the next card. The third card I have here is the Bilt Palladium. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this is the card I'm getting. Well, I'm gonna get the mirror finish one. I don't have it with me right now, but this is the card I'm getting. In fact, this is the card I wish I had yesterday. This is the card you're gonna want and wish you had yesterday. So with the Bilt Palladium, right now, it is offering a first time ever for Bilt, a sign-up bonus. Like, yeah, we've been asking for mortgage, but me, I've been demanding for a sign-up bonus. Right now, for a very limited time, a 50,000 point sign-up bonus after you spend $4,000 within the first 3 months. In addition, this card is gonna give you Gold Elite status as a sign-up bonus for the first year, and you're gonna get $300 worth of Bilt Cash. From an earnings perspective, the Bilt Palladium is gonna earn 4% Bilt Cash everywhere, just like all the other cards. And then, very simply, you're gonna earn 2x on every single purchase. So if you're somebody who like, hey, listen, man, like, I've got a bunch of cards, you know, am I spending here, spending there? Don't have to think about it. 2x everywhere. I mean, it is so beautifully simple as a catch-all card, and of course, it's gonna earn 1x for your rent and mortgage payments. Now let's go ahead and talk about the benefits of this card. There's 3 that I wanna highlight. There's a ton more, but these are the 3 that call out. The first is you're gonna get a $400 hotel credit every single year to book for hotels through the Bilt travel portal, and that's gonna come as $200 in the first half, $200 in the second half. In addition, every year, you're gonna get $200 of Bilt Cash off rip. And the third benefit to call out, Priority Pass membership, where basically you get access to airport lounges. You've never been to one? Game changer. I'm talking free food, free booze, shower, day beds. I got a massage at an airport lounge in Bangkok. It was incredible. Now, the annual fee of this card comes in at $495. But wait a minute. We have the $400 hotel credit, we have the $200 bill cash, $600. So you're telling me I pay $495 for something, but then I get back $600? Listen, I'm not a mathematician, but that's $105 that I am pocketing for holding a premium flagship travel card that not only is giving a sign-up bonus for the first time, but it's also letting me earn points on rent and mortgage. Feel free, link is in the description box down below. Check it out. If you have comments, questions, let me know. And more specifically, are you currently paying a mortgage? Would you like to earn points? Are you currently paying rent? Would you like to earn points? Let me know down there as well. And look out for the deep dive video later in the week. All right, catch y'all. Peace.